All right, so why do I have a bunch of random ass food spread out here? Well, calories in versus calories out. It matters, right? Absolutely. It matters how many calories you're taking in. You need to be tracking your calories, whether you're trying to gain weight, whether you're trying to lose weight. You've got to know where you are in the process, right? You can't accurately, get on a plan and figure out that you're going to lose weight or gain weight when you have no freaking clue how many calories you're consuming. So if you're not tracking your calories, you need to start. There's tons of great free apps out there. Fitbit, Lose It, MyFitnessPal, all great ones to get started with. You put in your height, your age, your weight, and it'll calculate approximately how many calories you need to be eating to either lose or gain weight. Now, it's not 100% accurate. There may be some playing around with it you have to do, but it's a good baseline to start with. So that matters, your calories in versus calories out. But I want to talk about something a little bit more in depth today, and that's where your calories are coming from. Because when I started, I was, 118 pounds, and people just told me, oh, if you're trying to, gain size and weight and muscle mass, just eat whatever the hell you want. Well, I did. I ate over 5,000 calories a day of pure junk. Little Debbie snacks, Snickers bars, soda. I don't know if you remember, like back in the day when iTunes first came out, they launched that campaign with 7-Eleven, and like every third drink, I think it was 1 in 3 of the big gulp drinks, you would get a free code for a free song on iTunes. So it's like, sweet, I get soda and free music. I don't know how many I went through, but I think I ended up getting like 30, 40 free songs. So that gives you an idea how much soda I drank. But that's besides the point. What you're talking about is it does matter where your calories come from, because it wasn't until I changed the way I ate and started eating wholesome food that I started to put on mass. Because I ate junk food and I ate it in excess and I worked out consistently for almost a year and nothing changed, nothing happened. Because the calories I was consuming did nothing for my body. There was nothing I was consuming that helped muscle growth, that helped put on size. So I want to kind of dive into that. So obviously we have some junk food, some peppermint patties, don't get me wrong. These are like my weakness. I have one every once in a while, but these are the mini ones, the little ones. 2 of them are 100 calories. And what you want to look at, let's take a look. There's no protein in this, 22 grams of carbohydrate, 18 grams of sugar. So pretty much all your carbs are coming directly from sugar, and then there's 2 grams of fat. So what's my body gonna do with that? Sugar is processed by the liver. So all that sugar hits the liver, starts knocking on the door like, hey, yo, what's up, liver? Let us in. And the liver's like, sorry, I'm only so big. A bunch of y'all are gonna have to stay out here and get stored as fat until I can process the rest of you. That's how sugar is processed. That's why when we eat a bunch of crap that's sugar filled, we get fat, because of that reason. Second off, cheese crackers. It's got cheese in it, right? Well, let's take a look. 2 grams of protein, hardly anything. 8 grams of fat, 18 grams of carbs. And there's no sugar in it, so that's a good thing, but it's still empty calories. Come on. It's just a carbohydrate that's not really benefiting us. There's no dietary fiber in it, nothing that is going to contribute to giving us energy. If anything, it's going to make us feel more lazy when we get done. Now, peanut butter and PB powder. Now, I want to caveat this. Peanut butter is something that I relied on for a long time to help me gain weight because it's super calorie dense. 1 tablespoon has 90 calories. So, it doesn't take long to add up with the calories with this. So if you're trying to lose weight, I definitely would avoid this. If you're trying to gain, it can be helpful. I wouldn't go overboard with it because we think of peanut butter as a protein, but it's really a fat. I mean, we've got 15 grams of fat per 2 tablespoons. So it's pretty up there. Protein's only 7 grams. So be careful with the peanut butter, but it can be helpful. Now I don't use peanut butter, I use PB powder. I think it's a much better option. Basically, it's like a dehydrated version of peanut butter. So they strip the fat out. How they do that, I don't know. But 2 tablespoons is 70 calories as opposed to 2 tablespoons, 190. So right off the bat, you're dropping that. There's only 2 grams of fat and 8 grams of protein. So you're getting the protein and you're cutting the fat down drastically. Tuna fish, another great option. And basically what I want you to get the idea of with this food, I'm not trying to say like, eat this, don't eat this. What I'm trying to say is look at your labels. How much carbohydrates is in it? How much protein is in it? How much fat is in it? What are the ingredients that are giving those, carbohydrates or fats or proteins? In this case, I'm not scared of carbohydrates. I am scared if the carbohydrates come all from sugar. That's not a good thing. These are carbs, but these are great. And yes, people are like, well, fruit has sugar. It does. But your body doesn't process it the same way. When you have just a crap ton of sugar like this in a processed form or juice or anything like that, all that sugar goes and hits the liver immediately because your body digests it quickly. With fruit, there's a lot of fiber and a lot of water content in it, so your body digests it much more slowly, meaning slow little increments of sugar is getting to the liver, so it's not that overload all at once. So get used to picking up a label. Get used to reading like, hey, how many grams of protein is in this? How many grams of carbs is in this? How many grams of fat? You don't have to micromanage this stuff, but it's helpful to know when you're on your journey. All right, I hope you found this helpful. If so, please hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment for us. Remember, above all else, you've got this.